welcome to another episode of Car Aligner Quick Tips. I'm John Murray, Sales and Technical Consultant for B&R Associates. We are a car aligner distributor in the Maryland and Virginia area. Today we're going to talk about feed wheels. This is the CMI 300 pulse welder. So when you buy one of these welders, the feed wheel that's right for your shop that you requested will be in the welder. Now, if you need to change the wire for whatever reason, you have a different welding situation you need to do, you will have to find out what diameter the wire is, and you will have to change the feed wheel accordingly. Now, if you look at these feed wheels, you'll see they have a V and a U on them. Okay? Now, you see how this arrow is pointing to a V? That means this is for steel. Okay? V is for steel. Now, if you look over here, you see the arrows pointing to U. This is for your softer welding wire, for silicone bronze and for aluminum. So keep that in mind when you're choosing the feed wheel. So the color of these feed wheels corresponds with which diameter wire they work with. So the red wheels are 1.2 millimeter, the blue wheels are 1.0 millimeter, and the white wheels are 0.8 millimeter. So make sure you're using the right diameter wheel for the right diameter wire. So on this particular welder, you have 3 spools that you can use. Okay, you got 1, 2, 3, all right? Some of them have 2, some of them have 1. This is the triple model. So before you go in here, you need to make sure that you're gonna be on the right spool when you're changing the wire. All right, so when we open this case, okay, we're gonna change the top spool, right? So we need to be on this cable, okay? So first thing we're gonna do, we're going to open up these arms. We're gonna fold these up, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut our wire. Make sure you hold it behind the cut. And then we're gonna find a place where we can tie this guy off. Okay. Now we're gonna turn this, pinch these in, and we can pull our wire off. Next thing we need to do is pull our wire out of the liner. So we're gonna grab some needle nose pliers, grab our wire, and gently pull it through the liner. Okay. Once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and take our gun cable off. Just makes it easier. Okay. Lay that right there. So now we're going to change our feed wheels, okay? So what we need to do is take these axles out, and these wheels just come out just like that. Grab the axle, take it out, okay? We're going to take these bolts off. We're going to pull this cover down, okay? And we're going to push this rod forward just a little bit so we can get these out. Next thing you need to do, take this black plastic piece out. Grab this with some needle nose pliers. Sometimes it'll put up a fight, sometimes it won't. Slide it out till you get it through here and gently pull it out. Okay, and now we're ready to put our new feed wheel kit in. Now when you took this cover off before, okay, you'll notice that there is a piece in here that you need to trade out. So this is the white kit, so I need to pop this out and put the red one in. Okay. So your first step of putting in the new feed wheel kit is this rod. We're gonna put this rod in, slide it in here. Push it in till we can barely get a pair of needle nose on it. Okay, we need space because we have to put this gear on there. All right, so we're gonna put this wheel on here. Okay, we're gonna grab our needle nose and we're gonna put it on here like this. Okay, so you barely have space between the wheel and the rod. Now, important thing to note on this, make sure that the tapered side is towards the wheels. The other side is flat. Go ahead and put our other wheel on. And we can put our cover on. Put in our knobs. Okay, now we can put these top wheels in. Now you see how this has a little nut on it? Same pattern is in here. So make sure that you slide that in there and twist it so it goes in that slot. Otherwise this won't close. So we'll do the same thing for the other side. Okay. And we're gonna put our black plastic piece back in. Now it's time for wire. So if you notice on these spools, they have a little hole here. Okay, that hole needs to line up with this little nib, all right? So when I put this on here, I'm gonna make sure that the wire is coming out in the right direction. And I'm gonna slide it on here. And I'm gonna feel for that hole. And I'm gonna put that nib right on it, okay? And I'll turn this to lock it in. Okay. Go ahead and get our wire in the right position. Snip this off. Pull this through. Go ahead and snip some so we have it straight. Go ahead and put it through. And make sure we go through our little red plastic piece. Make sure we get it through the rod. Okay. Now we'll close these, pick the arms up. Now we're ready to put our gun cable back on. So if you notice, there's nibs on here that line up with the socket for this gun. So make sure that you have them lined up correctly, okay? Once you get it on there, it just twists on. Okay, now we're ready to load our wire. All right, now that we have our wire loaded, we're gonna go ahead and turn the machine on. All right, now that's loaded up, I can come in here and there's a little button right here. Okay, this button operates your feed wheels. Go ahead and press that button until you have wire coming out of your gun. Okay, now that we have wire in our gun, we need to tell the machine what wire we put in it. Okay, so we'll come over here, we'll hit this top left button, the one that looks like a pentagon. Hit this, we'll go ahead, we just put aluminum in there, so we'll click aluminum, check. It's 1.2 millimeters. So we'll go ahead and highlight 1.2 millimeters, check. And these are your gases. So if you're using argon and helium 50-50 or straight 100% argon, that's what we're using. So we'll go ahead and hit check. Now it's gonna ask us for our series of wire, okay? Now this is a 5000 series, 5356. We'll go ahead and check that. And now we're ready to go ahead and weld. So one thing about these welders, the wire liner is not diameter specific. They are Teflon coated and they're universal from 0.8 millimeter up to 1.2 millimeters. So you don't have to worry about changing it every time you change the wire, just the feed wheels. All right, that's it for me, guys. I hope you learned something. If you guys need anything car liner, give us a call. The information's at the bottom of the screen. Have a good day.